Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to the examiners and my advisors, Mr. Roni and Miss Dewi. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pandan Mentari Utami Septyaningsih from the Office Administration Education Study Program at Faculty of Economics and Business, State University of Jakarta. Today, I will present my thesis proposal with the title The Influence of Financial Literacy and Self-Control on Consumptive Behavior Among Grade 10 Students at John Paul School. The background: many teenagers today are in an identity crisis. They often follow trends or shop online to buy skincare, makeup, or clothes, not because they need them, but because they want to be like others. One reason is the lack of financial literacy. They don't know how to manage their money well. Another reason is low self-control. They buy things based on desire, not need. This research wants to find out how financial literacy and self-control affect students' consumptive behavior. And problem identification. Based on the background, I have identified three main issues. First, high levels of consumptive behavior among high school students. 2, lack of understanding of financial literacy. And 3, low level of self-control in managing money. And next, research scope. To clarify the focus of this study, the scope is limited to grade 10 students at John Paul School. The variables studied are financial literacy, self-control, and consumptive behavior. And the research questions is this research seeks to answer the following question. Number 1 is, does financial literacy influence consumptive behavior among grade 10 students? And second, does self-control influence consumptive behavior among grade 10 students? And the last is, do financial literacy and self-control simultaneously influence consumptive behavior? Okay, next, research objective. The goals of this research are to find out how financial literacy affects consumptive behavior. And number 2, find out how self-control affects consumptive behavior. 3, find out how both variables affect consumptive behavior together. Next, research significance. The first is theoretical significance. This research contributes to the field of educational economics, particularly in understanding financial literacy and self-control in relation to consumptive behavior. And next is practical significance. For students, it helps raise awareness of financial management. For school, provides a foundation for financial literacy curriculum development. And for parents, it emphasizes the importance of early financial education. And next, supporting theories. The first is Financial Literacy by Wicaksono 2019, the ability to understand and manage financial risk to make sound financial decisions. And the second is Self-Control by Gouffron 2016, the ability to regulate behavior and adapt in social situations to please others. And the last is Consumptive Behavior by Kotler and Keller 2012, the process by which individuals choose, purchase, and use products to meet their needs and desires. And next is previous research. The key reference include, number 1 is Lumban-Tobing and Siagian 2023. They said financial literacy and self-control affect consumptive behavior. And next is Halimatus Sakdia et al. 2019. They said lifestyle and financial literacy influence consumptive behavior through self-control. Rahmawati and Putri 2023 said Financial literacy and self-control significantly affect student consumptive behavior. And the last, by Nasruddin and Badu, 2022, financial literacy and self-control influence consumptive behavior. Okay, next is conceptual framework. The first is financial literacy to consumptive behavior. Dewi et al. 2017 state that low financial knowledge may increase consumptive behavior. Degree and Minardi 2016 found a negative correlation, meaning the better the financial literacy, the more selective one becomes in spending, prioritizing needs over wants. Assisi and Purwanto 2020 also confirmed this negative influence. Next, self-control to consumptive behavior. Teenagers with low self-control are easily influenced by peers or social approval, often engaging in excessive consumption to gain recognition. Lestari et al. 2024 found a significant negative relationship between self-control techniques and the tendency for consumptive behavior. The last is financial literacy and self-control to consumptive behavior. Adolescents with strong financial literacy and self-control tend to be more rational and less consumptive. Conversely, poor financial literacy and self-control can lead to irrational and excessive spending. Reynolds and Goulton 2024 also found a negative correlation between these variables and consumptive behavior. The next is hypothesis. And this is the graphic. Hypothesis 1, financial literacy significantly influenced student consumptive behavior. Hypothesis 2, self-control significantly influenced students' consumptive behavior. And hypothesis 3, financial literacy and self-control jointly have a significant influence on students' consumptive behavior. Okay, next is research time and location. The location is at John Paul School, Harapan Indah, Bekasi, and the time is May to July 2025. Reason for choosing this location is prior observation show high levels of consumptive behavior among students. And next is research designs. Type of research is quantitative correlation. The reason is to objectively measure the relationship among variables using numerical and statistical data. The population and sample is population 120 grade 10 students, and the samples is 90 students. The sampling technique is proportionate stratified random sampling, and the data analysis method is validity and relativity test, descriptive statistics, classical assumption test. Hypothesis testing uses multiple linear regression, t-test, and f-test, and coefficient of determination. Next, financial literacy instrument blueprint. Based on Partridge et al. 2016, this variable includes three main indicators. The first is financial knowledge. It means understanding basic concepts like budgeting, saving, and investing. And the second one is financial attitudes. It's like how students perceive and respond to money. And the last is financial behavior. Action related to managing allowance, saving, and tracking expense. The example statements for Likert scale, it's like I record my monthly expense, or I know how to create a budget, like that. And next is self-control instrument blueprint. Referring to Gufron and Risnawati 2014, this includes number 1, behavioral control. It's like resisting impulsive purchase. And the second is cognitive control. It's like managing thought and urge. And the third one is decision control. It's like evaluating a risk before spending. Example statements for Likert scale is I reconsider before buying something I want, or I'm not easily influenced by ads or peer pressure. Okay, next, consumptive behavior instrument blueprint, based on Erich Fromm in 1995, with 4 dimensions. The first is fulfilling needs. It's like buying unnecessary items. And the second is beyond means. It's buying items beyond one's financial capacity. And the third is non-productive goods. It's like purchasing items with no long-term benefits. And the last one is status, buying to gain recognition or prestige. The example statement for Likert scale is I buy branded items to look cool among friends, or I often buy things I don't actually need. Thank you. In conclusion, I hope this research can serve as an evaluation tool and provide a foundation for financial education both in schools and families. By improving financial literacy and building stronger self-control, students can manage their money more wisely and avoid falling into consumptive behavior or habits. That concludes my presentation. So thank you, and I need feedback surely. Thank you for your attention and time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.